That's what I'm looking for. 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 Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
Okay. Going to get started in just a few seconds. All right. Game time. Hope your day's been going well. Okay. What's this mission called? The Heritage of the Sea. Can't remember how to play.
Well then, I hope you've been able to recover from this difficult trial. I admit, I feel a bit guilty about what happened to you.
We could use your help, or at least your advice. It's about a logbook.
It's Mum's logbook. I mean, Captain Estrella's. We found it on board the Constantia, but it's written in code.
Are you sure it's your mother's logbook? She's been gone so long.
I'm absolutely sure. The cache where I found it hadn't been opened. I recognize her handwriting despite the code.
I'm sorry, Alvida. I didn't even know your mother coded her entries. We don't usually do that, as you know. Logbooks are usually made to be shared with other knots.
Do you know anyone who could decipher it?
I can only think of one person in Yuxantis who's capable of such a feat. Our master librarian, the wisest of our people.
Thanks for your help.
Please, this story concerns me as much as my daughter. I hope you'll keep me informed if you discover anything. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Librarian.
Hello. You may come in and speak to the librarian, but he's the one who decides who can access our archives.
Okay.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you've not only proven your innocence, but you also forced that horrible woman to acknowledge her lies. Klatir sessammel inimnatrem jam esse.
Wait, are you from Tir Fradi?
Yes, I was born there a long time ago. Then I joined the Naughts and I'm one of them now. But we never forget our homeland, do we? What can I do for you?
I got questions to ask him.
Captain Estrella's logbook.
We found it in a cache on board the Constantia.
Well, that's wonderful news. I despaired of finding this logbook. You know we keep them all here, don't you?
Oh, alas, as it stands, it will be no more useful to you than to me, I fear. It's entirely encoded.
Encoded? That's strange. Captains don't usually do that.
You wouldn't have a way to decipher it. We thought, with your great knowledge...
I know some codes, of course. But without knowing the method chosen by Estrella, it could take me months. However, I may have an idea that would make our job much easier. Wait, I'll just be a minute. That's it. I found what I needed. Alma, Estrella's first mate, whom she trusted more than anyone, survived the shipwreck, but she left Yuxantis. In my archives, I only found a rather vague indication of where she settled, but it's a start. She settled in Alima, in the port district. If anyone can help you with this code, it's her.
Thank you for your help, Master.
My pleasure, Captain. And if you manage to decipher the logbook, bring it back, will you? For our archives.
I'd never have guessed you were from our island. You speak the language of the Renoigse without an accent? How did one of our people become a Naut and end up here on Yuxantis?
It's a long story. I come from a small village on the coast, Vignamri.
Ah, the village of the Sisoignames.
Exactly. I would watch these strange ships passing in the distance, as big as the whales whose bones I collected with my family. Sometimes they would
Ooh,
stop and
whale
send men
collecting.
to our village to buy goods and food from us. They fascinated me. So one day, I asked to join them. I was very young then, and became first a cabin boy, then a deckhand. But I wasn't really cut out for sailing. What fascinated me more than anything was the incredible, intimate knowledge they had amassed of the sea. I'd learnt to read and write and joined this place as a librarian's apprentice. When the previous librarian was too exhausted to continue his work, I took his place. And here I am.
What is the role of a master librarian?
Apart from presiding over trials, I am the guardian of the Naut's knowledge. Perhaps on our island I would have become a Donegad like you. I don't use magic, but like you, I have a duty to archive, preserve, and pass on the guild's knowledge. I'm also consulted by the island's inhabitants whenever they need to know old customs to settle disputes. I strive to provide wisdom to all those who ask for it.
What can you tell us about the Great Library?
It's a fabulous place. I'm very proud of it. The Nauts have kept all the Portaland charts, logbooks, maps, ship plans, and navigational instruments since the guild was founded. It's an extraordinary treasure trove containing many secrets. Without them, the guild
The eyes
would
make
not
her
be
scare
what
me.
it is today,
Oh, man.
which explains why only high-ranking Nauts can access them. Some nations would do anything to learn even a fragment of what's inside these walls.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
If you want us to decipher your mother's logbook, we'll have to go to Olima.
I heard of a somewhat shady merchant, a colleague of sorts, who runs a shop by the port at night. She must know where to find a Naut who's forsworn the sea. She's the kind of person someone in my field of work needs to know.
Thank you, Ludwig. I value your suggestion. Safia would surely have proposed a more honest approach, but this merchant is a good lead.
Well then, thank you.
See you later.
Of course.
Is there anything I can help you? Well, do you finally have time to...
I'm sorry. See you later.
Boy.
Well then,
I'm sorry, but I've simply got too much to do right now.
thank you, but don't.
See you later.
Of course.
I guess we had no choice.
You seem a little... Well?
I'm sorry we've had so many other things to deal with, but I agree with you.
Thank you, Vridengar. Finish what you have to do. Well? The...
I'm sorry we've had so many other things to deal with, but... See you later.
Boy.
I guess I can't do it until I finish this. Okay, damn. Okay. They really lock you out of that. Okay, so when they say they lock you out of it, they really do lock you out.
These are the arid shores of Tynea. Is everything okay?
I won't bother.
Don't worry.
Okay, that has skills.
wonder how our mysterious friend, Fausta, planned on finding this Zeren person. It's not like we can just knock on her door.
We should ask her.
I'm not sure I can answer all your questions, but I'll do my best.
You must know Olima well.
Is that all? Alima is a sprawling city
Okay.
divided into 4 main districts, each dedicated to a different activity. The city's famous observatory looms above it all. The port is Naught territory. They have a concession there that allows them to have their own docks and warehouses. That's where most of the trading and exports take place, in particular to Tir-Fredi. Then there's the Science District, which gives the city its nickname, the City of Stars. The city's founders built all the city's laboratories, teaching facilities, and observatories there. It's mainly inhabited by pedantic scholars who know absolutely everything about everything. They are Alima's elite, the city's nobles, as it were.
The strong, the
There's also a district
proud,
for the
the
city's
elite.
craftsmen and other noble artisans, tanners, blacksmiths, and the like. It's a very lively district, because even though it's far from the front lines, it's involved in the war effort. Which brings me to the last district, the military district, where you'll find the barracks of the Coin Guard and the Alliance's soldiers. There. I think that about does it.
Let's talk about it later.
Always a...
Okay.
It's always hard to recognize someone from a description, but I'm pretty sure it's you.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yes.
Frame rate dropping.
Yes, I'm sure of it. I've got to warn the guards.
Well, let me handle this one. It'll be so much fun.
Sibyl,
Would you believe I thought the same thing as well? These posters are really too vague, aren't they? I thought I might get the reward. But when I warned the guard, all I got was an earful for having called them for nothing. These poor folks simply have the misfortune of looking a wee bit too similar to the descriptions posted around town.
Really? I don't believe it.
It's true. The guards came and then they fined me for making them come all this way for nothing. And for bothering these poor, innocent people. I felt so bad. I brought them around to make up for it. So unless you also want to pay a fine and a round of drinks...
I'm really confused. Sorry to have bothered you. I better get back to what I was doing.
You should.
so, they're still looking for us. And they've even put the posters to warn everyone about us.
Avery. Look at him. He's twerking. He's twerking. My man is twerking. He got those knees locked in. Stop twerking, sir. The fuck?
doctor describes us and says that we're wanted by the guard. We'd better tear it down.
Let's show them what we're made of!
I think he's dead. Oh.
We're too late. The soldiers.
You! Stop right there! This is a special operation, and we have every power to arrest you if you get in our way.
We won't let you harm that woman.
To arms, men!
No. Fuck. I always forget they don't pause right away.
Let's show them what we're made of!
You dare harm the captain in any
Now
way?
I'm going to have to buy some
pay
new
for
armor.
it!
Keep them up. Keep them alive. Okay.
Thank you for coming to our aid. But who are you?
Who I am doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that Alvida is safe and sound.
My dear, you obviously have a suitor. Unfortunately, I'm afraid he's not very clever. He thinks you're a damsel in distress. He obviously doesn't know that you're fearless and entirely capable, and that you know how to handle weapons as well as guide ships in storms.
Oh.
I see that you're in good company, Captain. That you have friends by your side. But I have my orders. Nothing was to happen to you.
And may I know who gave you those orders?
Well, your father, of course. He's worried, what with the trial and this investigation that you are conducting. He asked me to keep an eye on you, to protect you.
Unbelievable.
Damn.
Where was he when we faced that giant creature on the coast? Or when his Alliance friends were trying to kill us? Where was he when I guided that skiff through the storm? Nowhere. He was never there. All I have, I owe only to myself. But now, he suddenly feels guilty and decides to stick me with a guard. Get out of here. I don't want to see you anymore. I'm old enough to defend myself.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I have my orders.
Let her decide.
Alvida, this is between you and your father. It's up to you to decide if you want him to help us, or if you want to send him away for good.
I'm no longer a child. And I was never a China doll. I have no
delicate
need of your
handler.
protection. Go tell my father that I am now old enough to look after myself. And that I'm in good company.
I am sorry that you feel this way. But I understand. And I must even say that I admire you, Captain. I will take your message to your father. And I wish you well.
Have you ever seen this man, Alvida? Is he really one of your father's men?
I've never seen him before, but if he says that my father ordered him to guard me, it must be true. I can't believe he has so little trust in me.
Do you blame your father for wanting to protect you, or for not understanding that you no longer need his protection?
I don't care what my father wants. I don't want this man around me.
Understood.
Alma, you can come out. The soldiers are no longer a threat.
However, in your place, I wouldn't stay here. You'll probably never again find a quiet retreat in Alima.
How can I know that you mean me no harm?
Alma, I'm Alvida, Estrella's daughter.
Alvida? No. No, that's impossible. The last time I saw Alvida, she was still too young to be a ship hand. And from your ink, I can see you're a captain.
Well, it's been a long
I grew
time.
up and climbed to the top, it's true. Yet I am Alvida, Estrella's daughter. And today I am here to ask for your help. I found my mother's logbook on board the Constantia. But I need you to decipher it.
Then you found her cache. With Silvio's help, I suppose? You are who you say you are. I will help you, but only if you help me in return.
Oh, of course.
But you said I can't stay here. Take me to a safe place, and I'll do what you want.
We could escort you to my ship. Your old ship, the Constantia, and from there, drop you off wherever you please.
You can come out, Alma. We'll take you to the ship.
Alma, don't worry. We'll get you to the Constantia safe and sound.
Thank you, Alvida. And thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
straightforward.
really don't understand why these soldiers want me dead. We'll have to be very careful on the way. Other soldiers may be looking for you. We've almost reached the Constantia. I'm really grateful for your help. I must admit that I'm a little nervous about setting foot on that ship again.
Oh, it's been perfectly repaired. You'll see.
Without wishing to be a spoilsport, we should be careful. It's likely that the port is under surveillance.
Yep. Made
We're
it.
here. All we have to do is row out to our ship.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting me and getting me here. Alvida, you really are your mother's daughter. Brave, generous, and trustworthy. If you have anything else to do here, I can go to the ship alone and wait for you there. I don't want to be a burden.
No, we'll go with
I'll
her.
come with you. I believe that Alvida and you have a lot to say to each other. What a relief to be here on the Constantia. It has been well repaired. Estrella would be glad to see it. And even more so to know that you're Captain Alvida.
Thank you, Alma.
Will you be able to help us decipher the logbook we found? Estrella had become very suspicious before her end. She had Silvio build the cache. She started writing in code. She never wanted to tell me what was causing her concerns. But she did give me her encryption key.
I just know she has an
Yes.
ass as her weapon
It'll
of
probably
choice.
take a while, but I should be able to decipher her logbook. Do you know why the Alliance soldiers were after you? Not in the least. I've done my best to be discreet and lead a quiet life since I moved here. In any case, thank goodness you came. I have the feeling that they didn't intend to let me live.
I doubt these happenings are chance. It's as if our search brought on this attack.
It does seem to be quite a coincidence. But how could they know? I hope that the content of this logbook will enlighten us. What can you tell us about Captain Estrella? She was an incredible woman, unwaveringly courageous and just. She knew how to lead her crew in fairness and kindness. I would have followed her to the end of the world. And she was also an excellent friend. You remind me of her, Alvida. I have no doubt that she would be proud of you. We'll let you get over your ordeal. I'm already much better, don't worry. And I'm going to get to work immediately. If I may, I will disembark at one of your next stops in the congregation or in Dutton. I'm no longer made for life at sea. I'll send you a message as soon as I've finished decrypting the logbook.
Thank you, Alma. And of course, we will drop you off wherever you want. And thank you for agreeing to help.
We'll drop
me
her
in
off
this
at an
family
island.
affair. It means a lot to me.
Okay. Okay. Wonder if you're gonna go around in it or 20 the mats.
I can't believe my father sent someone to keep an eye on me and protect me. Oh, does he really believe me to be so defenseless?
Yes.
Anyway, forgive my bad temper. Did you want to talk about something?
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry.
Well then, have you...
I understand why you're worried. Let's try to find out what happened to your nephew.
What is it?
So this one's called Family Affair.
See you later.
Of course.
Okay. More map.
destination.
Okay, I'm getting really annoyed because I'm trying to figure out how to get to these places. Let me try docking and undocking. Oh, let me look something up. Let me see, because oh god, that is a. Okay. We're going to try something. If not, we're actually kind of fucked. We're going to restart the game and hope that fixes it.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I'll do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go
Okay, let's see. Let's see if that fits a quick reset. So I could travel here. It's confusing me.
Fair winds.
These are the arid shores of Tynea.
Okay. There we go. Couldn't do it before. It didn't give me the option.
Prepare to disembark. We've arrived at our destination.
Look, the man sitting at that table is probably the man who delivered the letter to me.
You? You're here? I suppose you're hoping to silence me. And to think my poor mistress was delighted to make your acquaintance. If only she'd known what a monster you are.
Damn.
You and your whole family of criminals. I will not be intimidated. I will find her, whatever it takes.
I don't understand a single thing you've said. Explain yourself, that's all I'm asking.
Yes, play the fool. I know you're to blame for what happened to her, and I'll prove it. I'll have you hanged.
You're not the first to promise me that. Now stop this childishness and tell us what happened. We can help you find your mistress.
You
keep playing your little game, but you won't fool me. We'd only been here a few days when she told me to stay in her room here at the inn because she was going to meet you. She was so happy to have been contacted by your nephew, who had promised a meeting with you at the docks. She could already see herself doing business in Duton with your help. But she never came back. And when I went looking for her and mentioned your nephew, I was told that he was missing too. So don't tell me you had nothing to do with it.
I never arranged any meeting with your mistress, I can assure you of that. My nephew must have used my name to secure the meeting.
You're nothing but a family of criminals. That's what you are. I've had enough of your
All right.
lies, but I won't give up. I'll find
This guy is annoying me just
If we want
because
to find this merchant, we're going to need to know something about her and the meeting that was to take place. Why don't we search her room?
he's annoying me just because it's like he's talking without any evidence. So it's like, okay, cute that you're saying all this, but where's the evidence? So
I don't have the key.
This message tells the merchant to meet on the docks near Overseas House. It's signed Rudolph, the nephew of the smuggler Ludwig.
What on earth has got into the lad?
Let's go and have a look on the docks. Maybe we'll find something there.
This is the place mentioned in Rudolph's message.
Let's look around. Maybe we'll be able to learn what happened.
This hat is very similar to those worn by the congregation. The merchant we're looking for must have lost it.
you think.
That's blood. The meeting was apparently a trap. Luckily, the attackers left us a fresh trail.
I hope it's not Rudolph's blood. What have you got yourself into, boy?
I see tracks over here. We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here.
The bloodstains lead straight to this warehouse. I hope your nephew is still alive, my dear Ludwig.
Ugh, I can't do it.
Okay. Save it.
Ugh,
I had a feeling.
Be quiet. We don't want to be overheard.
Okay.
Whoever wrote this said that the goods should be moved to a cave in the backcountry to minimize risk. That's a funny way of putting it. I'm pretty sure the goods they're talking about are actually people, and that they're the ones we're looking for.
Someone was tied up with this rope. Either our merchant or your nephew, Ludwig. I think that's all there is. I doubt we'll find anything more.
Damn it, Rudolph, what have you got yourself into? Everything suggests that he's involved in some kind of kidnapping.
It's hard to know whether he instigated this or whether he was a victim.
Oh, it can be both.
There aren't enough clues here to draw any conclusions. What do you think? Could he be behind all this?
The lad I knew had never set foot on a ship. In fact, he'd never been further than his own property line. I'd like to say he couldn't have done it, but the truth is, I don't know. And now all I want to do is save him from the gallows.
Then let's try to find that cave from the letter.
Let's. The sooner the better.
Looks like your diversion worked. All the noughts are gone. Let's see what they found.
Oh.
I knew if I followed you, I'd find something. What were you doing in that warehouse? Is that where you're keeping my mistress?
We're not holding anyone. We followed a trail that led from the docks to this place.
A likely story. It's a good thing I hired these men. We're gonna tear this place apart and find out where you bastards are hiding her. But first, we're gonna search you. You can't leave here with any evidence. Search them.
What authority does he have? What is this dude thinking?
bit of action.
May the enlightened front us straight!
I'd best vanish into the shadows.
Stop, please.
Oh, wow.
We had no intention of killing you. We just want to find my mistress.
Why didn't you listen to us then?
You wouldn't let us search you, and I thought you were involved in her disappearance. What choice did I have?
He's really
You could have
annoying.
believed us when we told you that we had nothing to do with it, but that we were going to find your mistress and my nephew.
Then what were you doing in that warehouse? Did you find anything there? Do you have any leads? My mistress isn't just anybody, you know. She's not just important to me. She's important to the congregation.
I actually don't know whether. Oh. Let me see something, because he is so suspicious, this dude. Is his name Joseph?
Do you really imagine we're going to tell you what we found after you've attacked us and kept us from our investigation? Do whatever you like. Keep searching if it suits your fancy. But you'd better not attack us again.
I see. All right, leave them be. We won't get anything out of them.
I just don't know if I can trust that man, because again, I got attacked so many times. Alright, Lewis went up one. I feel like that's the most important one.
We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here.
Somebody help me! I'm being held captive by these brutes! Let me out of here, you louts! You don't know who you're dealing with!
Oh God, it's like stuck.
Somebody help me, please!
Let's take her out.
Somebody help me! I'm being held captive by these brutes!
By the enlightened, I think we found our merchant.
You
But it
think so?
doesn't look like she's alone.
Let me out of here, you
The lad who's with her is mine.
You don't know who you're
I
dealing
can't.
with! Somebody help me, please! Let me out of here, you louts! You don't know who you're dealing with!
Do none of them have like a key? Alright, maybe you have the key.
Somebody help me! I'm being held captive.
Okay, he had the key.
Somebody help me, please!
Shut
You're
up.
free.
Phone.
Come with us. We'll take you somewhere safe.
Oh, that's such a relief.
I was gonna say.
I thought I'd never get out of that cage. However did you find us?
All we did was follow your trail from the docks where you met. As a matter of fact, your servant was so worried about you that he took it out on us.
Oh, poor Joseph. Oh, don't blame him. He's very protective and fiercely loyal. But it sometimes makes him lose his wits. Thank you very much for your help. But I am quite exhausted and hungry, so I must get back to the tavern straight away.
I suppose you expect me to thank you?
No, that's not really my style.
Yeah.
I do expect an explanation. How did you get caught up in this mess?
I hired those thugs to help me scare the merchant a little. But when they realized that it wasn't about getting a hefty ransom, they decided to take matters into their own hands. They grabbed us both and brought us here. I imagine they were hoping that the congregation would pay for her, but as for me...
Why did you want to intimidate this merchant?
I wanted her to tell me something about my mum.
My mom.
About what had become of her.
None of this makes any sense. Why would she have any information about your mother?
You haven't heard? Our village was attacked. They set fire to it. Grandad, your father was killed in the fight, along with lots of other villagers. All thanks to you, my dear uncle.
No. No, that can't be true.
A few of us managed to escape, like me and Mum. But we got separated in the confusion. I made it to the sea and decided to become a Norse. To get away from everything. From the war and the consequences of your crimes. But Mum, she fled to the congregation. And I was hoping that this merchant would know where she is.
But again, why would that
sorry,
specific
Rudolph.
merchant know?
I'm so very, very sorry. My father, the village. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Maybe not, but it happened. So try and find Mum, will you? I just want to know she's all right.
I'll try. But you know the congregation's a big place, and not everyone who lives there knows everyone else.
I realize now that my plan was stupid. I only hoped.
No, your
Ever since I
plan was
became a
stupid
Norse,
from beginning to
I've
end.
been here on Yuxantis. I'm just sea-given, and I don't really have my sea legs. They never sent me back to the continent, so when I heard about this merchant, I wanted to talk to her.
I can understand that. And I also understand your anger towards me. But don't go getting into trouble like this in the future.
Or at least have a plan. You had no plan. You were
I'll
just
be more
stupid.
careful in the future. But try to find out where my mum is. Please.
Now that Rudolph is safe and sound, and we've proven that he didn't mistreat that merchant, I think I owe you an explanation.
I'm listening.
You know that I was a soldier once. In the village where I grew up, I was forcibly conscripted by the local lord to take part in the Civil War. It was horrible. We were used as cannon fodder, and the nobles who gave us orders never took any risks themselves. I ended up leaving that life behind and
I get
becoming a
some answer.
smuggler. But what you don't know is why I left the army. I killed my commanding officer. The bounty on my head isn't so much for my smuggling activities as for that first offense. Some years ago, not long after that incident, they tried to get me by targeting my brother.
Oh.
Rudolph's father. They threatened to hang him if I didn't surrender. I knew they'd hang us both if I gave myself up, so I let my brother hang.
I'm sorry, Ludwig. I understand your nephew's behavior better now. But why did you kill your officer?
That's a story for another day. Suffice it to say that he had it coming. Anyway, I want to thank you for helping me. It means a great deal to me.
Okay. Oh, my camera. Okay.
This is not a good place to talk. I suggest we wait until we're on my ship.
Moments radi dal, svelda gomorosi bojedia na njedem ojla.
Perfect timing. I've been meaning to talk to you.
What's up?
Alma told me she'd finished translating my mother's
That was quick.
logbook. I don't have all the details. Unfortunately, our message was short. But she told me that the reason my mother, Estrella, died in that storm was because she'd lost the will to live. It was after she had to sink a ship on my father's orders. Just off the coast. Not far from Esquiara.
I'm sorry, Alvida. That must be very difficult to hear.
Yes. It breaks my heart to think that my mother killed herself. But it has strengthened my resolve. I want to understand. I want to know why my father gave such a senseless order. I want to know everything that happened. Knots are not pirates. Our ships are armed, but they're armed to fight back in the event of an attack. There had to be something aboard that ship to justify sinking it. Maybe something dangerous for the guild. I'd like to go
The
back
NPC
to
in the
Esquiara
background.
to try to track down that ship. And I'd like you to come with me.
Sure.
All right. Let's go back to Esquiara and find out what happened to the wreck.
Thank you. I'm glad you're coming with me. I'm a bit nervous about what I'm going to find out.
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Disco. Juke, 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 juke. I'm juking, I'm juking, I'm
There's the
juking.
coast. We'll finally be able to set foot on land.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I could never approach it the first time. That's right.
Greetings, esteemed customers.
Were you here when the giant creature attacked the village?
Yes, I was here, and I'm not likely to forget it. I lost a good share of my goods that day.
We're trying to track down the beast. Do you know which way it went?
I haven't the faintest idea. I was busy trying to save myself and my shop. Everyone was shouting and racing around in a panic. I ended up So, about that, what?
Good day. Do you live in this village?
Yes, I've lived here all my life. Why?
Were you present during the attack of...
Unfortunate.
Can you...
Honestly, I remember I was fixing
Oh, okay.
my damaged
Well,
nets
I'm
when I
going
heard the
to
first
have to do both.
screams. Ooh, and that terrible roaring. I was so terrified that I crawled under my boat, which is probably what saved me. I peeked out every now and then, horrified by what I was hearing. I saw the monster knock some of my friends down with a single swipe as it chased after a man who jumped into a boat. When it didn't see any more movement, it headed southeast and even knocked down the arch there. Oh, it took us weeks to rebuild it and put the village back in order. And we're still mourning our dead.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Okay.
Do you happen to know anything about a ship that was wrecked not far from this village?
It happened a few years ago. A rather large cargo ship sailing up and down the coast sank, not far from here.
No. Sorry. I don't recall hearing anything about that.
Alright, well, damn.
We will take our leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, and the footsteps are gone. Okay.
Hello. Do you live in this village?
Yes, I was born here, I grew up here, and as you can see, I'm still here. I'd have a hard time living anywhere else in my age. Why, are you thinking of moving here? Little new blood wouldn't hurt.
Have you heard anything about a shipwreck in the vicinity?
You're gonna need to be more precise, child. Shipwrecks with all our deadly reefs happen all the time.
We're speaking about a ship transporting merchandise along these coasts that must have wrecked a few years ago.
Now that you speak about it, that does ring a bell. The
I'm glad.
Storm without clouds.
The storm without clouds?
It was nighttime, and we heard thunder several times, so loud
Cannon
that many
fire.
woke to it. But there wasn't a cloud in the sky. The next day, we found the wreckage of a large ship at the bottom of the cliffs. Bodies, too, poor folk. And all sorts of debris.
I doubt it was due to a storm.
Really?
We shall leave. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
So aggressive.
It looks like a cloth from a banner or a torn flag.
Those are the colors of the Alliance. This ship must have belonged to them.
All right, open this up.
Everything has been pillaged, but look at the ground here. It looks as if something was buried.
Well then, what is this book? It must be important for someone to have put it in a coffer.
It's a list of names and ports. Passenger register and crew stuffing, perhaps?
Show it to the old fisherman. There may be a name on it that he'll recognize.
Pieces of a crate. Impossible to know what was in it. They've been destroyed.
It's been a long time. The elements or the villagers took everything that could have given us answers. This ship must have contained something extremely precious to have merited such an attack. I would have liked to have found a clue telling us what it could be.
Inhabitants of the village should know. They would have taken whatever they could from the wreckage.
You are right. It's quite common to recover gifts from the sea. We should go and talk to them. We should also show this register to the old fisherman that told us about the shipwreck. Perhaps he can tell us something useful.
I mean, so far he's the only useful one.
You're back? So, still not interested in our beautiful shores?
We went and saw the wreckage at the bottom of the cliffs, and it seems like it was pillaged.
Oh, soldiers and nuts came around back then. They searched everywhere and took the bodies too. They couldn't leave them there.
But I know from experience that the local inhabitants are always the first to arrive on the coast after a wreck. Either to bring assistance to the survivors, or carry away the gifts from the sea. Do you know if that happened this time as well?
I went to see if there were survivors, of course, and I didn't find any. As for the merchandise, the ship must have been empty. I took some wood for the fireplace, but that's all.
We found a coffer buried in the sands near what was left of the ship. It was holding the passenger register. Would you mind taking a look at it and telling us if any of the names are familiar to you?
No. Neither that. There. That's surprising. That name, Celia. It's the name of someone from the village. Come to think of it, she did take up residence here not long after that ship ran aground. I would never have thought she were a survivor, poor woman.
No.
Oh, she must have been really shaken up. Well, she doesn't live far from here if you want to have a word. Near the southern port.
We shall leave. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Why is that have a nice day so aggressive?
Hello? How can I help you? Are you lost?
What do you know about the shipwreck located at the foot of the cliffs, near the village?
A shipwreck, you say? Really? I never noticed that there was one there.
Starting with the lie.
We were told that villagers recovered quite a few things after the shipwreck that took place a few years ago. Did you take anything?
That must have taken place before I settled here. I never heard anyone speak of a shipwreck. So to be sure, I didn't take anything from it.
We found this register in a coffer buried on the beach. It's from the ship that went aground, and your name is on it.
Well, that's impossible. It must be a coincidence. I tell you, I have never stepped foot on that vessel, nor have I ever boarded a ship.
We understand how much these memories must be traumatic, and the fear you must still harbor simply thinking of it again. However, we are trying to understand what happened that day. We are not here to bring you any harm.
Very well. I believe you. I was indeed aboard that ship, and it is my name on the register.
We only hope to shed some light on the matter to try and make sense of why the ship was attacked.
It's true. That's completely contrary to Naut code. It is why we want to understand, so that we can find those responsible.
We were merely passengers among others, my husband and I. But we were told that a diplomat was also on board. I never saw the person. But we did see the bodyguards, a full escort, armed to the teeth. It must have been someone very important. One night, we saw a vessel flying Naut colors. It attacked us, and we went down very quickly. I don't know how I survived. My husband wasn't so lucky. I set up here and tried to live in peace, putting all the sorrow of this tragedy behind me.
My sincere condolences. Would you, by any chance, have recovered anything from the shipwreck?
Yes. I recovered a coffer with several documents. I was hoping that they might one day bring me justice. Maybe this day has finally come. I was forced to bury it far from the village. I was afraid it would be found when the soldiers and Nauts came to the village after the wreck. Allow me to show you on your map where I buried it.
Thank you tremendously for your help. And know that I am sorry for everything that has befallen you and your husband.
Alright, we'll try to find this place.
Look, this camp is very close to the route taken by our guardian. We should search there. Maybe we'll learn something about it.
Oh, they can see me.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Oh, well, she's doing that, so.
Let's see what you're made of, you eel!
Maybe at top.
This is the place that Acelia showed us on the map. We've only to dig in order to find the coffer that she buried.
Now, where do we dig? Oh, right there. Oh.
I find this hard to believe. My father wouldn't order the destruction of a ship transporting a diplomat. Why would he have been working against a chance at peace? My father can be vain, but he's not a warmonger. And to imagine that he brought my mother into this. Now I understand her despair.
Don't you think it's a little early to be accusing your father? There must be factors unknown to us at present.
Perhaps, yes. Even if what these documents spell out seems all too clear. Thank you for accompanying me and your support.
That was a
in
negative?
this investigation. I couldn't have done it without you. Now I am going to need some time to think all this over.
Went up +1, so whatever. But it is realistic to think like, all right, let's make sure we have all the info, because you never know what could be implemented. It could be like, yeah, I did do it, but it was faulty information, you know? Oh, I can't go over there.
I'm sorry. I'm still processing what we've learned.
Forgive my question, but how do relationships between knots work? I'm thinking of your Admiral father and your Captain mother. They couldn't have been together very often.
Oh, it's true that relationships with a knot are not easy. We are at sea, sometimes for months. And when on different ships, it complicates things even more. Some take lovers at every port or among the crew. Others remain faithful. Love is a strange thing. And when it's true, neither time nor distance can shake it. At least in my opinion. What would you do if you fell in love with one of us?
I would remain faithful, of course. And I'd hope that the wind would bring them back as quickly as possible.
That's a very noble way of seeing things. But aren't you afraid that the loneliness would weigh you down? Personally, I don't know if I'd be able to take a lover if I were to live far from the person I love. Just like you.
I was going to say, I thought maybe it would have a line like the heart goes fonder the person, you know, is
I
far
won't
away.
bother you any longer.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you again for helping me get the child out of trouble. And I hope you're not too worried about traveling with a murderer.
We'll talk later.
Oh. Okay.
Yes? Well, do you
I'm sorry we've had so many other things to deal with.
Thank you, Vridengar. We can't just stand by and let our...
The hardest part will be finding this woman, since this continent is so much vaster than our island.
But there can't be that many women who buy and sell people in this land. Our companions born in this place might have an idea. Someone must know how to find her. You know how to speak to them. I beg you. Let's find her and save the Alks. We couldn't do anything to save Sheda. And I don't want any more of our people to die because we weren't able to do anything.
I understand. Let's find her and the survivors of the Black Oak clan. See you later.
Boy.
know you already have a lot to do, but I would still like to...
It's not really the moment.
Oh.
We'll see.
Of course.
Bye.
See,
Wait, hold on.
I know you...
It's... I've seen you use rifles.
You young people are all... I'll show you the fund... Well, what do you think?
It wasn't as hard as it... Bye.
See...
Oh, I'm taking that rifle from her real quick then.
I imagine that there are more urgent he could certainly.
We'll go to... If you were... The magic that you're using it...
I admit, and you... But who... It's incredible. May the enlightened forgive me. But, of course...
Thank you. I must leave you.
Wait, hold on.
What is it?
I must...
So, what do you need to do?
Wait, now I'm confused. Could guide you.
How are you?
Oh, here we
Do you
go.
know where we can find Iqbal? The slave trader who bought the members of the Black Olka clan.
I don't know her, and I wouldn't know where to find her. But there are probably some guards in Alima who know more about it than I do. A woman like that once had to hire the coin guard for protection. Some of our people have little regard for morals. But as long as we're wanted in town, we can't go and question them. I'm sorry I don't have a better lead.
Well, you've given us an idea, at least. That's something. Thank you. I must be off.
I understand.
Alright, hold on. What does that say? So I have to do this to clear my name in order for us to begin. That's how I'm reading it as.
These are the arid shores of Tynea.
Okay. Fudge me. Yeah, I'll save it here for now. I'm gonna continue on the next part and we'll see how we do in this coast. Until then, adios.